Hello everybody, my name is Cosmic5. Welcome back to a brand new Storytime with Cosmic. And today I'm doing a Storytime video just because I do not have the time to set up a repeat episode today, because I believe today I am recording a collab with Deckerlink, and that collab will probably go up tomorrow or Monday. It depends how this video goes and how we get the recording done and how fast I can edit it. Also, next Friday we will have a little bit of a little sneak video for you, along with a good old giveaway. So I hope you guys are interested in that, and if you are, make sure to comment down below and hype it up. Hit the like button. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Anyways, though, a lot of you are here because of the title of this video. Today, I am going to be telling you my top 5 most played video games. Now, this does not necessarily mean they are my favorite video games. A few of these are in my top 10, but I don't believe any of these are my number 1 favorite video game. Actually, no, take that back. One of them are one of my favorite video games, or is my number 1 video game. But not all of them are favorite video games. I play these mostly in my spare time and whenever I get the chance. So that's interesting, right? Cool. Also, disclaimer, I will not be talking about any of the gameplay videos on my channel. So things like repeat or any other gameplays like that don't count in this video, along with any mobile games, because if I counted mobile games, that would be all of them. So yeah, that's not going to be counted either. So let's get right into it with number 5. Number 5 is Killing Floor 2, the only shooter game on this entire list. Mainly because Killing Floor 1 was a great game. I beat the Toy Master mode, and it was some good old time. And then when Killing Floor 2 came out, I'm like, heck freaking yeah, because Killing Floor 2 was the bane of me getting on Steam. The only reason I get on Steam now is mostly for Killing Floor 2, and I do it mainly at night. If I'm bored of like playing my number 1 game on this list, if I'm getting bored of playing that, I'll jump over to Killing Floor 2 or a few other games, but Killing Floor 2 definitely deserves number 5, mainly because I think it's a great shooter game in general. It has the zombie aspect, which is nice, and it's just fun to play. I like it shooting like difference from like Call of Duty, because like Call of Duty's all like stable. It's really weird, and Killing Floor seems a lot more frantic when you shoot, which I like. Knockback on guns like in real life. It's really fun to play just in general, and that's why it has number 5 on my list. Number 4 is not technically a game, but I have to put it on the list. It's RPG Maker MV. Now, if you don't know what RPG Maker MV is, it is a $70 program to make RPG games. Yes, this is the hint that I am making an RPG game. There you go. Anyways, though, RPG Maker MV, I honestly think it's a really nice program to just play around with in your spare time, and you can make games to share with the community. For example, if you go to my Facebook YouTube page or my Facebook account, which you can't probably find actually, so if you go to either of those, you can search around and eventually will find me bringing this up, as well as in the Discord server and on Twitter. I brought it up on all 3 of those if you check around for a bit. But yeah, I am making an RPG game. Been working on it since like last November, so it's been a long time. It's really hard to make an RPG game. Don't judge me. But yeah, I play that whenever I get the chance. I play it when I want to be productive or I'm feeling happy, right? Like when I'm just like, I'm bored of playing games. Let's go make some RPG things, right? So that's why that is on my list. Number 3 is my number 1 favorite game of all time, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Now, to explain why it's my number 1 game of all time, alright? Before I just describe why it's in this position, is because I love this game. I freaking adore this game. It's mainly because this game was the first ever Pokemon game, not counting Pokemon Platinum, that I had ever gotten on my device. And for me, it's more of a story where I played this game for about a year before beating it, because I like had school and a lot more homework back then, which is weird because I should have more homework now. But so it was the game that took me the longest, and it's the only game when I was younger that made me cry legitimately. And only a few games have even come close to doing that now, which is shocking because I've played The Last of Us. So yeah, anyways though, that game is just really close to my heart, and if I had to pick one game to play for the rest of my life, it would definitely be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, because it's my first ever legitimate hardcore game that I like tried to beat with all my thing and 100% completed. and I still play it to this day, which is shocking, because now you guys are saying, well, if you beat it, why do you still play it? Mainly because I just love the game that much. I just can't stop playing the game, and my goal right now is to get every Pokemon you can get as an ally, and then get them all max leveled and evolutioned. Which is surprising, because I've been playing this game for, what, 6 years? So, it's been a long freaking time of me playing this game, and I've almost done just that. I literally have like 10, 20 Pokemon I haven't done it in the game yet, which is shocking. And most of those are starters. So, yeah, that's nice. I really like this game, and I just play it whenever I get the chance, and it's really cool. So, moving on. And before I mention my top 2, I am going to have 3 honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are things that could have gotten on the list if I played them more, but I don't play them as much anymore, so they are not on the list. Number 1 on the honorable mentions is Pokemon Showdown. I normally play this with Dan only, because Pokemon Showdown is just a fun game in general. Sometimes I play it with Nick at school, but otherwise I don't really play it that much. It really does help me when it comes to competitive play, though, because I can try out all my strategies before having to train them all in my game to that level. If you didn't know, a few years ago, I think it was like 8th place in Nationals, which was nice, and then I got 4th place a little while after that, and then I got like much lower this year. So I didn't do as good this year because they removed freaking Mega Gengar. But yeah, in general, they just did a lot of things that really screwed me over. So yeah, Pokemon Showdown, nice. My second honorable mention is Toontown Rewritten. Now, if you know what Toontown is, it is a game that was made by Disney back in like 2010, and they shut it down 4 years later. Now, the reason this is on my list is because, again, this is, I think, the first video game I ever played. If you don't count DS games, this is the first computer game I legitimately ever played. And it's just that game, that, close to my heart. I could never not play this game. Like, it is the game where it defined my childhood. Like, if I did not have this game in my life, I probably would not have gotten the games on the rest of my list. I probably would never find Killing Floor. I probably wouldn't even find Steam or anyone online. Like, none of these games, or even this YouTube channel, would have been made if I didn't know what Toontown Rewritten was, or Toontown in general. But yeah, it's just there. It's like the staple point. It's where I started. Computer gaming started at Toontown Rewritten. That's where it started and will always be my staple point, and definitely a big event. And when it shut down, it pretty much ruined my life. But I still play the game, the rewritten version. Right now, I am on the boss bot stage, which is the final bosses of the game, which is nice. So I've almost beaten the game again. Last time, I think I got to Lawbot, which is the 3rd highest. Now I'm at the 4th highest. You can play the game if you want. It's free. It's great. I recommend doing it, especially if you're a furry, because it's about anthropomorphic creatures. It's a very kiddie game. I will admit that it is a very kid-like game, but I do it just for narcolepsy. No, whatever that word is, I can't remember. It's on the screen now. Nostalgia. I do it for nostalgic purposes because it's just a game that is stapled in my mind. And if someone told me what my favorite game is, if I didn't have to count DS games, it would be Toontown Rewritten, hands down. And my third honorable mention is a game that I'll count it as modified because of the title of it. It's Pokemon Platinum, but it's randomized, mainly because I played Pokemon Platinum till its bitter ending about 30,000 times. So I needed something to spice it up, and that's when I found OpenEMU, the ROM generator, and I randomized Pokemon Platinum for my computer. Now I play that from time to time. I don't play it too often, but it is a game that I always go back to when I'm bored. And on the go sometimes as well. I just connect my computer to my phone, and I just go on the go. The upsides of Apple, am I right? Anyways, though, those are my 3 honorable mentions. Let's go to the top 2. Number 2 might be a little shocking because I don't think I ever brought it up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Everyone knows that Pokemon is my biggest staple of genre ever. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also up there. If you did not know, in real life, which I will actually maybe show a video here for you, probably not, though. I do have a real-life, Orichalcos, I think? Orichalcos Dual Disc. I do have one of those, and I have around over 50,000 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in real life. So, yeah, it's a pretty big staple that I don't really mention very much because there's not many games of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's mostly real-life duels and stuff, so it's a great game. I love it. I don't play it as much anymore, or the real-life version I don't play much anymore, so I do play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro app. I mainly go with a modified Harpy deck most of the time, just because, again, staple point and nostalgic stuff, so yeah, that's definitely it. Number one might shock some people, but probably won't shock too many people. League of Legends. Now, if you saw this coming, you should have, because I even mentioned this in a few videos. League of Legends is my number one played game of all time. Like, in the past 2 days, even while working, I've probably put around 12 hours into the game in the last 2 days. And you gotta admit that I've been working on the Secret Thing Friday, hey, you will see most of that time, like about 13 hours out of that day I was working on the Secret Thing that you guys will see soon. All the rest of the time, playing League of Legends. But this game is number one on my list for many, many reasons, mainly because it's the only game that has made me feel amazingly well and hating my life at the same time. However, the downside of it is when I get bored of playing the game, I don't really have anything else to do with it. Since it is one of the most played games in the world, as of right now, it is shockingly, like, up there. I think it's, what, 100 million people play it now? It's insane how many people play it, and, most people I know played it. Even my sister played it at one point, which is shocking. But yeah, it's definitely my most played game of all time, ever. Hey, and if you didn't notice, that's the gameplay on the screen here. It's League of Legends of Master Yi. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, though, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button on the screen now. You don't have to click it. I scroll down, just click the like button because I don't know how to do that. Anyways, though, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to hit like button, hit that subscribe and notification button if you want to see more of these type of uploads. Comment down below, should I do maybe a top 5 favorite games? Or like top 5 hated games, or top 5 favorite video game characters? Who knows? Comment down below what you want to see, and maybe I'll put it out there. Also, keep an eye out. Me and Decker Link's collab should be coming out soon if it's not canceled or messed up again. So I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Cosmic. Goodbye. Peace.